This is my first time using Haps to stream, so if everything dies, that's that. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Just gonna be doing some doodles, doing a little doodly do, similar to what I would do in just draw pile. But now I'm using my actual art program. That's a notification. I need to mute the laptop. There we go. Can I actually pull up some stuff on another window or on the laptop? Because I need to be able to view my content, my comments and everything. Because I only have one monitor, and that's gonna be an issue. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. I'm gonna try to get something going on the laptop, which is slow. I'm just gonna do some warm ups. I did this little boy up there just to do him, just to say hi. How are you? Welcome. So give me just a minute. You're gonna hear my birds. It's gonna be a thing. Because from what it seems, Haps doesn't have mic sensitivity control. I'm just here. I'm here with my raw mic, unfiltered. So it's going to be picking up little bits and pieces that it probably shouldn't be, and I apologize. But it's just what we got to deal with. I could be using, if I wanted to, I could just use OBS to stream. But I wanted to try this out and give it one go. Because it's its own platform, its own thing. See how I like it. See how the quality ends up being towards the end. Let's see. Let me go. I'm just trying to get a Haps pulled up on the laptop to view the comments, should there be any. Let's see. Do bear with me. Let me pull up my broadcast. There I am. Got pulled up. I said pull it up. There we go. Now, I don't know if this shows comments from other platforms or if it doesn't. I'm hoping it does. Let me mute that. There we go. Still gotta learn everything. But I should be able to see comments now. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Hello. How are you? Alright. What do I want to start with doing? First of all, I gotta get rid of that. That's gonna be annoying. Wait, what layer is that on? Is that on this one? I don't know why that was there. But yeah, hopefully I'll get used to Haps as we go. Get used to the program, or the whatever you want to call it, the platform. Alright. We just do some warm-ups. This is my first broadcast. My first time using it. So I'm hoping everything will run smoothly. That's the dream. I don't want to do too many of these. All right, will do. Thank you very much. Lost, Abe, man. Wrong brush. There we go. Yeah, I was meaning to ask, you doing well after the dentist? Everything good and taken care of? Back to almost normal? Should probably pull up like a reference or something to do. If I was smart. Oh, thank you. Back to 10 out of 10? That's good. That's good. It's weird streaming with my actual program. Thank you as well, pal. I'm so used to streaming and drawing with like draw piles, little limited brushes. It's weird to go on to use something that's, you know, decent. Timmy, I can't see your head, bud. Oh, I want some ice cream. Might have to get me some later. Let's see. I need to get some music on, is what I need to do. Yeah, I believe I'm multicasting to YouTube and Twitch right now, but I haven't checked it yet. I do have my Twitter connected, but that's about it for now. Let me go to Twitch. I need to check that because that'll let me know for sure if I'm golden. Let's see. Uh, yes. It's not the correct category because it's using my other Twitch category. Let me change that. If I can. Give me just a second. Art. There we go. Done and done. We go back to Haps now. All right. Now, one question I actually have. With Haps, do you see comments from linked platforms, or do you have to actually have them open to view whatever? Let's see. I don't know how I want to do this boy. Okay. Very good, very good. Because that was one of the things I was worried about. Alright. I'm gonna go grab me a soundtrack to listen to. That way it's just not completely silent. Let's see. X0. Okay. Should be good to keep going. I don't know if I want him to have big legs. Okay. I want to give him like little toes just like this to kind of come up. Yeah, I don't want him to have legs at all. Just little funny toes. This one needs to move over. Give him some little swooshies. So weird to have both of them being asleep right now. You two are usually so loud. Why are you being so calm? I don't know if I'm happy with those. Let's see. I'll blow him up a bit. Actually, gotta shrink him down a bit. There we go. Their little noses. Little weird bird noses. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I own a cockatiel and a little parakeet. A parakeet loves to go bug him all the time. Cockatiel doesn't like it, but they go by. They get along well enough. They haven't killed each other yet. It's been 8 years. They're still kicking with each other. Let's see if I can't get something kind of going under him. This is soft eraser instead. Just gonna ground them a bit. Yeah, my parakeet. His name is Timmy, and this boy up here, cockatiel, he is. This is Pochi. Like I said, I have owned them for 8, going on 9 years. They're my little old men. Little old men. So what Timmy actually does a lot is he'll go into Pochi's cage, and he loves to steal his food. He'll go. I've seen him go. He'll take a bath in Pochi's water. He'll eat his food. He doesn't do in his. He will go over to the other bird's cage, and that's where he does all of his stuff. That's where he'll try to take his bath. That's where he'll pick fights. He never wins, but he sure does like to try. It's just funny though. And then Pochi will always go over to his cage and just sit there. So they like to visit each other, but then when they get too close to each other, they don't like them. But it's funny. They're nice to have around until they're screaming. But that's just birds. That's just how birds are. If I want to give, could have like a little tail hanging down. But they are just sleeping right now. Oh yeah. Even though they don't like me that much, but that's okay. That's all right. I want to do something more with their little feet. I don't know exactly what I want to do with them. I don't have a good reference of bird toes. It's a weird thing to just have. I don't know. Timmy tolerates me. Pochi's never liked people though. He's always been very skittish of hands. But it's mainly when he's on or like around his territory. When he's on his cage, that's when he doesn't like you. If he like something happens, he like falls on the floor, he gets like caught on a curtain, he'll get on you no problem. He'll sit on your shoulder for like a minute or so, and he's like, "All right, I'm done with you again." And then he'll leave and he'll do his thing. He'll go bug Timmy, or Timmy will bug him. And then they go and then they fall asleep. They have their little dynamic. Let's see. Parakeets have a that little bumblebee pattern. It's kind of hard to do. Hard to do well. Pochi is definitely the grumpy old man. He used to have a mate, but she passed a few years ago, which was sad because she pushed him to be more social because she was the social butterfly of the group. Let's see. I'm fine with just having these big stylized toes. Let's see if I can't move on to maybe doing some line art. Yeah, that was sad. Her name was Ponyo. Let's see. Do I want to use? Uh, she was very sweet. Now is when I want to get the hard eraser back. Let's see. Little fluffy toes. See if I can't do justice to these little poofs. Hello there. How are you? Let's see here. Line art is just one of those things. That'll work. That'll work. Now is when I might have to start rotating things, which I kind of don't want to do. There we go. That'll work. Ah. Bring that back a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Get that little segment done with. Somewhat. I've been drawing for A few years, fairly consistently. Nothing crazy, not as much as I could or really should be. But yeah, it's been a few years doing digital work. But everyone's always improving. And I still have levels I want to get to. I'm still young. Greetings, Chris. How are you? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Always learning. Doesn't matter what stage of life you're in. There we go. Oh, okay. Thank you. Watercoloring. Yeah. I've never. I've done a lot with watercoloring. Since I mainly do digital, I haven't touched on a lot of the more traditional methods and means. And honestly, I just don't color as much as I should. It's something I want to get better at. Coloring is one of those things I really need to improve if I want to do more illustration work, which is something I eventually might want to get around to doing. All right. VR artist. I've thought about trying to do some stuff in VR. That might be interesting. Let's see. Some nice little lines. More therapy. Yeah, I can see that definitely during the pandemic. Definitely during these times. I first started doing digital art, I want to say back in 2013. 2014, 2013, around then is when I got my first pad tablet, which I'm still using a pad tablet, but that's when I first got into it. And I'd like to believe I've come a long way. Especially in my line art, which I could not really do before. Let's see. Get kind of in there for these. I try not to get too up close often, but sometimes it helps. Come on now. Give them the nice big toes. Ah. Let's see. Y'all starting to wake up over there? There we go. I don't know if I'm going to add some behind there or not. I'll just stick with their weird toes. I could always go for the weird, realistic toes if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to do that. I'm just going to stick with these little bean boys. Do the practice birds later. Because they are one of my favorite animals, after all. I don't know what I want to do with its tail, though. There we go. The first bot. Wow. Yes, I want to be famous. Can't escape them no matter where you go. Let's see. Let's switch one. Alright, anyway. Don't know how much more I want to do the Pochi. I get like some little lines on the tail. Before I move over to Timmy's little round body. Like a little swoop. You might be able to hear Timmy. He's starting to get active. Now for the fun part. Curves and line art. Something I always struggle with. Consistent lines. I think I want thicker lines for Timmy. But I don't know. I might thin them down a bit. And try to keep things a bit more consistent. There we go. I could be using the vector layer. Oh, and that's another problem. I'm using the wrong... Oh, okay. I was using the wrong brush. I keep forgetting to hit the button a second time to get it back to how it's supposed to be, because clip is weird. Because clip has like two subgroups for the same button. Like it'll go to this brush or it'll go to like the pen tool kind of deal. Same goes for like brush. It goes between like 3 different ones. Just I gotta remember to actually go to the right subtool. And I know I can go in and customize those hotkeys to really get it to just be one, but I'm lazy. It's just how it's been for me. It's just how I keep it. Let's see if we can get these eyes going. I might have to do multiple lines for the eyes, being honest. Go. Add in his little nose. Let's see. Try to bounce between drawing different parts. Hello, Foamy! Doodles are cool. It's nice to take a break from more complicated work just to do some nice little ones. These are. Just nice little chill ones. Little chill drawings. They don't take a lot of hard effort. Let's see. Ah. Hey, bud. I mainly bounce between two types of art. I do something more like this, where it's just. I'd say most of what I do is similar to this, where it's very simplistic, me just kind of having fun with it. But I do have a few images that are much more serious in my line art. And I don't do those as often, but they are still fun to do when I get in the right headspace to do them. Let's see. I kind of want to match it to be more like his little feather line. So instead of doing that straight line, let me do a similar kind of thing. I think that'll match it a bit more. Still keep like little elements of that curve in there though. Yeah. There we go. I'll give him a little tiny tuft right there. Little tuft. Little feather tuft, whatever. There we go. That's what I like to see. When the lines work with you, it's great. There we go. Nice little small details. I don't know if I want to do a little like eye circles. If I wanted to, I could give Timmy like big eyes. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm not gonna do that though. I might play around with some variation when I'm done. It shouldn't be too much longer at this point. Just about there. Hey, bud. That brush size down just a bit. Yeah, that one's gonna take some planning. Because I mean, I have an idea for like the story and such, but it's gonna be more in like my other style per se, the more serious style. But I do kind of want to get used to like drawing the characters. Because at one point, I was planning on instead of doing like a little comic, more of like a little novel. But I think it'd work better with visuals. That's why I'd rather do it in more of like a webtoon style. And yeah, I'll try to do short strips just to play around. Let's see. I still need to develop the character, how they look. Because I have a general idea, but I haven't actually, drawn them enough to get a concrete design. Clean that up a bit. There we go. Nice simple little toes for my little bean boy. Kind of want to do something like that. There we go. Let's see. It's also just kind of the angle I'm in trying to do those lines. Work with Madame ya. Okay. Curves are hard. Even to this day, I still struggle. I'm much better with them, but God, they are still annoying. Make that claw a little bigger. There we go. Let's see. Need to kind of add that little little perch back or whatever. Except I'll actually kind of like, I don't know how I want it to be. They have relatively straight perches. We do this on another layer right here. Bend that down a bit. Because I don't really want it to be like a super big thing. I just want it to kind of ground them a bit. Just be there to give it something. I'll probably go in and delete the feathers right there. They're in the background. Let's see. It's kind of over the perch there, so I'll get rid of that. Go back here. Kind of delete, not that part. Get in there. Kind of delete that. There we go. Do the same for over here. I know, I hear you, bud. Now is when they're going to get active and give everyone a headache. There we go. Get rid of it right there. And take away that sketch. There we go. If I wanted to, I could go in. I could give him his little bumblebee pattern. But I think if I want to do that, I'm just going to do kind of like a hatching like this. Yeah. That way it's not just like straight lines like that. Hello, Peter. Greetings from Colorado. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, get these little, just little stripes, just to give them something. It's a fun thing about when you're doing like the line art phase. You can just go in, you give them. I can just give them like little random feathers, just something to give texture. Just have some fun with it. Am I on? I'm on the perch layer. It's alright, because I'm not doing much more with that. That's alright. Not touching the perch anymore. In fact, let's go ahead and merge these down. Which one was it? It's one of these. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, now he has this little pattern. There we go. My little bumblebee pattern. Let's get some little lines into cheeks just because I can. There's my two boys. Ooh. All right. I got that one little one out of the way. Oh, let me stretch. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. All right. Bring the sketch layer back in here. I can actually clear it now. These guys, I'll throw them up in the corner. Size them down a bit if I want. All right, yeah, stick them up there. There we go. Done. Bump this one's opacity back up. Go back to sketch brush. Go back to my red. All right. Time to think of the next thing. What you doing over there, boys? That's the one thing I don't want to happen, though, is I don't want them to get too active like that. That's the problem with the birds. I love them, but when they get going, they really get going. Now I'm just kind of thinking, let me throw a few shapes down. See if maybe I can do anything with them. Think of anything to do with them. Bird cam. Another thing that's fun to do is just throwing down shapes. And the noises, yeah, instead of just random noises from the void, you actually see them. Yeah, just whipping out shapes is something that's fun to do from time to time. Even if it's just ellipses or circles, they're really helpful. Shape design. Just whip things out. Let's see. Maybe edit that nose a bit. You guys getting quiet again? They're eating. Button. But yeah, a lot of these I don't know if I'm actually going to flesh out. I just want to throw things around. Little ideas. Let's see. Some head shapes. Let's see. Is there anything I actually really want to try and do? Because I need to bring in some reference if I really want to do something good. But that's not necessarily the point of this stream. This is the Doodle stream. You know what I might do? I think I know what I might do to have some fun. Let me clear these. Let's see. I might mess around with the symmetry brush. Have some fun. Or the little ruler. Let's see. That's always something fun to mess around with. That'd be fun to mess around with. Let's see, make sure we're good. There we go. I don't do a lot of stuff with the symmetry brush. But I do enjoy to touch it every now and then. Change. Round that off a bit more. Let's see. What does this brush do with? Nah, it doesn't work well. Big. Let's see. There we go. I don't know if I like that part as much. I'll keep something there. I just think it was a bit too much. I don't know if I'm digging the pupils. I don't know. Or the iris and such. I don't know. Nah, the pupils. Use my brain. So I don't know if I want the mouth to be that big. That's a bit better. Let's see. Yeah, I honestly might just go about. Let me tweak that just a bit. There we go. I'm gonna edit this part. There we go. Well, something that I can't do yet with symmetry on. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Let's see. Can I turn you off for a moment? I'm gonna just work on a new layer for a sec. Let's see. There we go. I don't think if I want to do anything. Stripe design on perhaps the tie. Oh yeah, that kind of almost makes it look like you can give it like a rib cage look almost if you did that. Interesting. It's meant to be more of like a mask almost. So I kind of want to show. Something for that. Yeah. I like that kind of This is more of like the near style, like that kind of mask, which I really like. With its own little twists. I guess for that part I can go back to that. Yeah. There we go. See, I don't know exactly how much I want to do to this sketch. There we go. See if I can clean that up just a bit. I'll be able to do more to it in line art, so it's all good. I don't think I want to keep these little parts though. I think I'm just gonna leave that one part for the sketch. Yeah, I don't know if I should touch the sketch too much more than what it is already. Let's see. Now, of course, line art I can do similar thing. I'm just gonna edit that ruler, show it in all layers. There we go. Bump that opacity down. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know if I want to use a clean line art for this, or if I want to use like the same brush. Go for a rougher style. What is this one? That's a bit too rough. Same for that one. That one's not too bad, but I might just stick with the either the original, or I might go for the more smooth line art style. Let me see what I feel about this one as I go a bit more into it. Let's see. I just feel like the rougher style could fit this a bit more. Let's see. I'm actually gonna bump the size down, I believe, for these inner ones. Once again, curved lines being the bane of my existence. Fix that just a bit. Damn it. Should honestly just slow down on some of these. And I try to make things look seamless, and it's not always necessary. Get a bit more up in these. If I wanted to, I could just a bit of detail inside of there. Zoom in a bit. I know I shouldn't be doing this yet. I should wait. But it's whatever. Just do a little bit for now. Zoom out a bit for this. It's probably better if I do it from the top. Yeah, that works. That works. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what I really want to do with this segment of the design. Could go for more of a 3D feel, like that. Yeah, kind of something like that. Yeah, something like that. Kind of regret not going with the other one, the other brush, but it's okay. I suppose the rough one has its own appeal. Except for when it comes to that, I just noticed. Well, I mean, it has its own. The ruler doesn't do it perfectly. It's whatever. It's whatever. We'll work with it. How are we looking so far? Alright. I'm gonna plan on at least darkening the insides of those holes later. That will probably be done with the other brush though. Hmm. Debating whether I want a thicker line or not. I don't think I do. I want to keep things thin. I feel like in some cases I do my lines too thick when they really don't need to be as thick. Especially if you want to go into coloring, thicker lines sometimes get in the way. I'm probably not going into coloring here, but it's still a thought. Ooh. Come on, give me a nice line. Yeah, I might have to rotate canvas for a good line here. Maybe. Because I want to get that. There we go. That's closer to that original curve. Which honestly, I think I'm fine with that right there. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Let's see. Go ahead and start working on the mouth some. I'll go back up there in a bit. Keep it bigger. There we go. Loud trucks. That's an SUV, not a truck. Never mind. These to be a bit rougher. Let's see. Trying to make it work with the symmetry because it wants to do a. Let's see. I'll do something like that maybe. And now for the bottom row, which is even weirder. There we go. Yeah, I'll have them like kind of flatten off or point out a bit like that. Hey, bud. Let's zoom in for these. All these are very small details. They're like gonna barely even be visible. Which I don't want to do too many of. I don't have water near me, do I? Damn. Can't do the hat yet, but can at least try to struggle with this curve here. Alright, nope. Rotating time. Nothing really wrong with rotating, it's just while I'm streaming. I don't want to be rotating all the time. Okay. There we go. That's what I needed, though. I needed that little push. Okay. I guess the only part really left for the symmetry is this section down here. The clothing. Let's try to add in some little something something. Let's see. Time's it getting? Okay. Oop, not what I wanted. I'm making. Okay, you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do. Okay. Nice little stylized skull here. Let's see. At this point, I can pretty much get rid of the symmetry. Hide the ruler. Hide the ruler so we can get that hat done. I'll probably have to wipe out a bit of that. Let's see. I want to bump that opacity down just a bit more, honestly. Oops, hang on. Thank you. That's right. Which layer? That's the hat layer. Okay. Forgot that I put that on a separate layer. There we go. Bump that one down. Yeah, thank you very much. See if we can't. Like that. I can just clean up in here myself. I don't need to undo that. No need to undo that. There we go. Let me clean through here. Go. Okay, that whole segment. Let's see. If I can get that. That'll do. That will do. Not that much. All right. That little nip right there. There you go. Oh, see if I can get a bit more detail. Not much though. I don't want to do too much to the little hat. I want to leave it mainly just simple. Let's see. Go over to this crack. go down to this little segment before I forget. Get that little part done. I'll put the ruler back on for a minute. I actually enable that layer again so I can use it. Let's see. Just get a nice, simple little pattern for this part of the scarf. Not scarf, the tie. There we go. I might even do like a little pattern on this. There we go. Turn that back off. Don't need it anymore. Actually, we might need it. Also, this crack, I'm going to redo that because this line is way too thick. Way too thick. Does not really fit. Let's see. Just tone that down a bit. Okay. Oh, my music's gone. I shall now fix that. Throw on this. Okay. Probably not doing too much more to this, but I will get these eyes and everything, get some of the shadows in where they need to be. I can probably honestly just use... Nah, that's too much texture there. You, come here. Scale up the fine line. How's that work? That'll work. Let's see, yeah, because I don't want to do... I can also hide that layer now. And I guess I can bring the ruler back. Get this in here. Kind of darken it out. Hopefully, if it looks weird, I'll undo it. That's why I did it on another layer. There we go. Turn it back on for a sec. I'm going to go into around here. Whoop. It's another reason I kind of regret not just using this brush to begin with, because some things would just mesh a whole lot better if I did. but I'm way too deep to even consider changing that. Block that in. There's that. Okay. Thank you, bud. What are you doing here? Oh. Let's see. Turn that back off. What's about the line art for that boy done? Let's see if I wanted to. But I'd be using a different brush, and I think I'll leave that guy how he is. You like my borders? Oh man. Well, that's good. Can watch me in live beauty. All right. Okay, now go ahead and merge these. Well, do I want to merge them? Yeah, I don't think it looks weird with them. I'll combine. I'll commit. Okay. I can bring this back, clear it, bump that opacity back up, and let's go ahead and delete that ruler. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to do? Other than maybe add just a little bit of, like, I don't know, shading. I wouldn't do much though. I'd probably just get like a gray tone, put it around here and on the lines and everything. Let's see. Guess I could have kept the ruler a little bit longer, honestly. Just a little extra work. It's nothing too big though. Nothing major. the lines in. Greetings. Oh. No, it's not Jack Skeleton, but I could see how you could see the resemblance. Well, thank you. You're good. You're good. Uh, these I don't really do too much with. Sometimes if I do designs, I'll put them. I'll use for now. I just use different print sites if I want to do that. That I can put them on if I actually finish something that I really like. But it's not too often. I haven't really gotten into it yet. I haven't pushed my art as much as I really should be. I haven't gotten to that stage. Let's see. All right. Don't know if I want to do the same gray for these or I might darken it a bit. Thank you. Yeah, I really do wish at this point I did keep the ruler for a bit longer. No, I'm Windows. I'm using a little pad tablet. I'm using Clip Studio. I say that because even in the top it says Clip Studio. You know, there's going to be people who eventually ask. Maybe I should have inverted that. Have this be the dark one, this be the lighter one. Let's see. Let me honestly undo that. Oh, oh. There we go. Yeah, it is pretty difficult to see because it's kind of covered up by all the like the HAPS interface and everything. I might use the same gray for these, honestly. This is probably the last thing I'm really going to do to this one. Yeah. push that. It's alright if it bleeds just a little bit, I can always get rid of it. Yeah, I want to start streaming more. Because I'll do it from time to time, and I'll take breaks, and it's not good. And this is the first time using something like Haps. Usually I would just stream to Twitch using OBS. Need to start doing more studies and everything. Start pushing some more high quality content. Hello. Many greetings. That done with. Alright. Might do a bit of a darker shade right here. Man, I'm still regretting that ruler. I could probably bring it back, but if it's off by anything, it'd just be bad. So I'm just not even gonna bother. Getting rulers exactly where they were before in clip can be awkward if the image wasn't like directly centered. It's alright. This is probably the last little thing I'm doing the disguise, just graying this part in. Do that. Oh, I probably use the brush or the bucket when I get to that stage. Erase some of that bleed. If I planned on coloring this, I would have went about things a bit of a different way. But I don't really have time to do coloring and stuff today. I'm gonna have to wrap things up soon. But it's been a fun first little stream on here. I'll see if maybe I can start doing either daily or every other day. Try to get something out for a little while. Even if it's just an hour or two. It's better than doing nothing. Let's see. Alright. save because I haven't actually saved. At any point, disaster could have struck, and it would have all been over. Oh boy. Great group of creatives here. Yep. I said I want to stick around, try to start doing some more stuff. It seems like a nice little platform. And I am still multi-streaming right now. Like this is also on Twitch and YouTube if it's still on there. I think it is. Should be. Yeah, it is. Yep. But I think that's about gonna do it for now. Because I'm gonna have to go get ready soon enough for work later. But it's been fun. Thank you everybody for coming in and saying hey. Well, anyway, I will see all of you around, I guess. Now, let's see how I end things with hats. Let's see. Yep. All right. Bye.